Very good. go a little bit more.
Not completely melted, but
Anything. Hopefully this japchae is good. Mmm. Very good.
I'll be the judge.
I feel like the tteokguk is not as good as I thought it could be, but
Yeah, it tastes great.
you like it?
That's cool.
I feel like it's missing. Like I was gonna maybe put the kupgangja.
You'll probably add a little salt if you want.
I added a lot of salt, but I think the mandu will give off some flavor of saltiness.